Hey Alec, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. So how does this season, how are you kind of viewing this year? Obviously you made the decision to come back. I think we talked to Darren Hinshaw the other day. We asked about offensive leaders, and I mean, he didn't hesitate. He name dropped you first of all. So is this, you kind of feeling like this is your team and your offense now that you're one of the oldest guys, one of the most veteran leaders?
Yeah, I mean, I've been here for a very long time. It feels like I've been here since the conception of the university. But yeah, now being my 6th year coming up and being one of the older guys, I'm now trying to step up and be more of a vocal leader now, trying to take things that I learned from like Jake Hescock when he used to be with me, Sam Jackson, like all those different guys that I've been together with that are great leaders. I'm trying to put it all together and try to be the best version of myself.
On the field, what are you working on this spring at this point?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to mold myself into the best player I can be, whether it's being more physical at the point of attack, whether it's just learning how to run better routes, coming on my breaks faster, because as a bigger tight end, it's tougher to get out of your breaks quickly, so that's a big thing that I'm working on right now.
Alex, with blocking, is that more of a mentality? I see Coach say he's trying to develop that. Is that something you truly think you can develop, or do you just have to have that mindset, I'm going to get in there and get dirty?
I mean, I think that you definitely have to have it, but you definitely can develop a part of it, and that was one of the biggest surprises about Randy when he came in. He's technically still a high schooler, basically, and I thought when he went out there with the pads on for the first time, maybe he'd be a little hesitant, his physicality, but he's one of the most physical dudes in the room as a high schooler, basically, so I'm extremely impressed with him. He's going to be a phenomenal player in the future.
Yeah, tell me more about Randy, because we heard it from John Baker. I know Kobe Hudson the other day mentioned him, just kind of like how he's been shining. I guess he's made some nice catches and stuff. I mean, yeah, how impressed have you been?
Yeah, he's like, even today, scored another touchdown. Like he's making catches, making plays when his name is called, and he's just doing everything he can. Like he's not taking any steps backward. He's always taking a step forward every single practice.
What does that do for you as an older guy, seeing young guys like Randy kind of coming along already? Does that push you a little bit more? Does it make you how does that make you feel?
I mean, I think that if you're a real competitor, real player, like every single spring, like I don't even feel like I have the one spot. You have to really push. Like I have to earn the one spot. So then I'm able to be a leader to these other guys to then push them along. But when you have a guy like Randy, Grant, like all the dudes in the tight end room are just phenomenal and just want to be great, keep taking steps forward. But when you have a guy like Randy that you know can be a star, you just look at him and you're like, okay, I want to pour in everything I can to him. I want him to be the greatest player he can be.
Coach Blackman mentioned Coach Zach.
Yeah, Coach Zach, Marshall, yeah.
What does he provide in that role, sort of unofficial, even though he's out this spring, what can he provide?
Yeah, I mean, it stinks to have him out for spring, but again, since he's such he's a veteran, he's taken a lot of game snaps. It's not necessarily the most important thing for him. So it's really cool for him to take the role of coaching, really work on the knowledge, because this is also a new offense for us terminology wise, so he's able to teach, and the more that you teach someone, the more that you're going to learn. But for me personally, it helps me because Coach Blackman's watching my plays, then immediately the twos go up. So then I come off the field and I go talk to Zach, and then I'll go talk to Blackman afterwards. So it's kind of a nice little situation where I have more voices I can kind of hear and get different perspectives on how I'm doing.
Alec, with the scrimmage on Thursday, what are you hoping to see from yourself, from the offense as a whole?
I mean, I just want us to move the ball down the field. We have a great defense. They're really physical. I want to see us match their physicality, match their energy and effort, because I think that's something that D-Block's always done, is they've always brought effort and intensity. So if we can match that, score some touchdowns as well, that'd be great. And I also just want to see the young guys just go out there and compete and be great.
What's your perspective on the offensive changes under Coach Darren Hinshaw, and what are you seeing out there in terms of maybe what can we expect a little bit differently?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely really cool, pushing the ball downfield and everything like that. And he played for Coach Kruzak, who I played for in high school. So this offense is very similar, just a lot of different terminology, but very similar to what I did in high school. And I mean, I had a phenomenal time in high school. So I mean, I cannot wait for the season. I can't wait to see what Coach does with this offense, and just keep installing new things, new aspects of the game that we may have not seen before or had. So I'm excited.
Alec, can you talk about Coach as a teacher, Coach Hinshaw as a teacher? I know it's easy to get caught up in the play calling role, but how is he as a teacher in developing you guys as players?
Yeah, he's done a great job so far. One of the big things for me is I'm a man of faith, and every single time we go into meetings, he brings up, ask someone to pray. So it gives you another chance to just pray, talk to the team, be a leader. And as well as our kind of meetings are a little bit different this year, so we'll have some time individually with coaches, which is really, really good. We had group meetings last year, so that Coach Malzahn's able to like kind of tell everyone what's going on. But Coach Hinshaw will do big picture and then allow us the chance as well to get some individual meeting in, which has been a good addition to the operation as well.
How have the quarterbacks been looking? Kind of throwing more downfield. Coach Hinshaw's talking about working on everyone's passing, make sure everyone can throw all the routes. What are you seeing from John Rice, Thomas, Timmy, all those guys?
Yeah, all of them have been looking great these first four or five practices. Yeah, now that we have pads on, I feel like it's a little bit harder to throw with the pads on, but they've been doing a great job stepping up with this more like pass heavy offense. So it's definitely been cool to watch them, and they've definitely been stepping up.
Who's impressed you? I mean, has anyone kind of stood out, offensively? Just kind of, you talked a little bit about Randy at tight end, but anyone else kind of, standing out early on, looking good out there?
Yeah, Randy's been stepping up. Max, my little brother, I'm proud of him. He's been doing a great job. I love watching him play. Goodness, everyone. I feel like there's been so many offensive guys that have been stepping up and playing great. Trent Whittemore has been doing a great job. JRP and Tommy have been doing great jobs as well.
Is there any defensive guys kind of standing out to you final round? Those are some big DBs we got back there now.
Yeah, we definitely got some reloaded a little bit on the defensive side, and they all look really good. I mean, Jason Johnson's been stepping up, becoming more of a leader, and I get to like get really physical with him in terms of blocking, like every single day on insert blocks and stuff like that. So I think that we are just, our iron sharpens iron. We're just continuing to just work hard against each other and just make each other improve.
What was the highlight of today? Like best play of practice or a couple plays?
I mean, Randy's touchdown. I love whenever tight ends get the ball, I just love it.
Yeah.
And Randy, the young guy, gets to score. I'm on the sideline getting hyped for him. So that was probably the highlight for me.
How's married life?
Married life is good. We still love each other, which is great. And Ashley is amazing. I love her so much. I'm so glad that God just provided me with a woman like her to lead, and just someone that truly loves me. And we're ready to do life together, and we're going to continue to go through this season and see where life takes us.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Alec. Thank you.
That might have been the line of the day.